What's happening, trendsetters? Welcome back to Google Trends Hub, where we dive headfirst into the digital currents shaping our world. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and if you blink, you might just miss the seismic shifts happening right under our noses. Today, we've got some unmissable updates that are set to redefine how we interact with some of the biggest platforms out there. From streaming giants making bold moves to the ever-evolving landscape of online content creation, we're breaking it all down. Get ready to be plugged into the pulse of the internet, because you're about to get the inside scoop on what's hot, what's not, and what's next. Let's jump in. First up, a familiar name in streaming is shaking things up, potentially paving the way for a major platform to follow suit. We're talking about a move that could dramatically alter your viewing habits and subscription plans. Can you guess who it is? We'll dive into the details of how this strategy is being implemented and what it means for millions of users. Then, we're shifting gears to the wild west of online content, specifically the explosive world of YouTube creators. Prepare for a deep dive into the latest rankings, where familiar faces are battling for supremacy and new trends are emerging that could change the game for aspiring stars. We'll uncover the strategies behind explosive growth and the surprising tactics being employed to capture audience attention. Next, we're tackling a serious issue at the intersection of entertainment and privacy. A major player in family entertainment is facing scrutiny over how it handles data, particularly when it comes to its youngest viewers. This story raises crucial questions about online safety and the responsibilities of platforms when dealing with children's information. And finally, we're turning our attention to the political arena, where a high-profile figure is making waves with a new approach to public engagement. We'll explore the implications of this innovative strategy and how it could influence the way politicians connect with voters in the digital age. Don't miss a single second of this packed episode. Hit that like button, subscribe to Google Trends Hub, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Netflix's bold move, YouTube's next play. Context: Netflix's successful crackdown on account sharing is now influencing YouTube's strategy for its premium service, signaling a shift in how subscription models are being managed. In a move that echoes Netflix's recent triumph over password sharing, YouTube is reportedly beginning to enforce stricter rules on its premium family plan subscribers. Reports indicate that users accessing the service from addresses inconsistent with their account's registered location are receiving notifications. These messages inform them that their subscriptions may be paused, with a 14-day grace period before premium benefits are revoked if the issue isn't resolved. This policy, while existing in YouTube's terms of service, has seen lax enforcement until now. The timing of this crackdown is particularly noteworthy, coming after Netflix's own initiative to curb account sharing. Contrary to initial fears of mass cancellations, Netflix experienced a significant surge in new signups following its stricter policy, suggesting that users are willing to pay for legitimate access. YouTube's decision to follow a similar path is likely driven by the increasing importance of subscription revenue. With YouTube Premium and YouTube Music subscriptions crossing the 100 million mark in 2024 and growing to 125 million this year, maximizing earnings from these tiers, especially the family plan, which has seen price increases, is a clear objective. This strategy aligns with YouTube's broader efforts to enhance the value proposition of its premium service. The platform's aggressive stance against ad blockers, for instance, has already pushed more users towards the ad-free experience offered by the $13.99 per month premium plan. While this new enforcement might be met with user dissatisfaction, similar to the reaction Netflix faced, the potential financial returns could justify the move. The company is aiming to capitalize on its subscriber base, ensuring that each user contributes to revenue in line with the service's intended model. This could lead to a more controlled and potentially more lucrative subscription ecosystem for YouTube. Audience impact: users may face subscription disruptions, prompting either compliance with new rules or potential cancellations, while the platform aims to boost revenue and solidify its premium offering. Will this streaming strategy pay off for YouTube? Next, we're diving into the global creator rankings to see who's dominating the charts and how. Creator Wars, the global YouTube rankings revealed. Context: the competitive landscape of YouTube content creation is heating up, with creators battling for subscriber dominance and new, sometimes controversial, growth tactics emerging. The latest global sub-top 50 chart from Google Trends Hub, powered by Gospel Stats, reveals a fierce ongoing competition at the very top. MrBeast has once again reclaimed the #1 spot, overtaking Elijah Igoa after adding a substantial 3 million new subscribers in the final week of August. This back and forth between these top creators highlights the dynamic nature of subscriber acquisition. Beyond the leaders, the data shows a broader trend. 5 different channels, including 4 tied to individual creators or duos, managed to gain at least 1 million new subscribers during the same period. This indicates a high level of engagement and growth across the platform's leading talent. However, the rankings also expose a more concerning trend: the rise of freebooting and imitation, particularly among Spanish-language creators. Channels are reportedly repurposing content from established stars, often with significant alterations, to capture audiences. A prime example is Kists de Stokes, a channel that presents itself as a fan hub for the Stokes twins, who ranked 4th. This channel, however, uses doctored videos with heavy visual filters and mismatched background music, making them harder to detect through digital fingerprinting. By adding Spanish-language translations, these channels aim to attract viewers from the extensive Hispanic market. Kists de Stokes itself achieved 10th place in the global sub-top 50, securing 550,000 new weekly subscribers, demonstrating the effectiveness of this imitation strategy. This phenomenon is particularly evident when creators not even present in the top 50 are being amplified. Spider Sammy, a significant figure in the Roblox community, has seen channels like Jugando con Nachito, ranked 38th, gain substantial traction by leveraging content featuring him. Jugando con Nachito added 320,000 subscribers in the final week of August, becoming Chile's sole representative in the chart. 2 of Nachito's most-watched shorts are essentially fan material centered around Spider Sammy, whose own popularity has led him to deal with numerous impersonators. This trend of high-achieving fan channels, while successful in driving subscriber growth, raises questions about originality and fair competition. It suggests an evolution of content theft, moving beyond simple reposting to more sophisticated manipulation. The impact on viewership in Latin America is undeniable, with countries like Chile, Peru, and Colombia becoming more prominent in global rankings due to creators employing these tactics. The question remains whether YouTube will take action against channels profiting from the likeness and content of others. Audience impact. The rise of imitation channels sparks debate about content ownership and creator rights, while also highlighting the global reach and adaptability of YouTube trends. Will these imitation tactics lead to a crackdown on YouTube? Next, we're examining a significant settlement involving data collection and children's privacy on the platform. Disney's $10 million COPPA settlement over YouTube data collection. Context: a major settlement has been reached concerning Disney's handling of children's data on YouTube, highlighting ongoing regulatory scrutiny of online platforms and child privacy. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has announced that Disney will pay $10 million to resolve allegations that it improperly collected data from children on YouTube videos. The core of the complaint centers on Disney's alleged failure to correctly label certain videos as made for kids. Under the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule, COPPA, companies are mandated to obtain verifiable parental consent before collecting personal information from users under 13. By not properly designating these videos, Disney allegedly enabled the collection of user data, which was then used for targeted advertising aimed at young viewers. This practice violates COPPA's stringent requirements designed to protect children's privacy online. The FTC's proposed order goes beyond a simple monetary penalty. It also mandates that Disney implement a robust review process to ensure accurate and consistent labeling of its YouTube content as made for kids. This proactive measure aims to prevent future violations and reinforce compliance with privacy regulations. This action against Disney follows a pattern of increased regulatory attention on YouTube and its handling of child-directed content. In 2019, YouTube itself, along with its parent company Google, agreed to a massive $170 million settlement with the FTC and the New York Attorney General over similar COPPA violations. More recently, Google faced an additional $30 million settlement from a class action lawsuit related to the same issues. These successive settlements underscore the significant legal and financial risks associated with noncompliance with child privacy laws. The implications for content creators and platforms are substantial, requiring meticulous attention to how content is categorized and how user data is managed, especially when children may be in the audience. The goal is to create a safer online environment for minors, balancing content accessibility with essential privacy protections. The $10 million penalty for Disney serves as a stark reminder that even established entertainment giants must adhere to these critical regulations, and that the FTC is actively enforcing COPPA to safeguard children's data. Audience impact. The settlement reinforces the importance of child online privacy regulations, potentially leading to stricter content moderation and data handling practices across platforms. How will this settlement impact future content labeling on YouTube? Finally, we're looking at an unexpected political move and its potential impact on public engagement. Newsom's new media play, a YouTube pivot. Context: California Governor Gavin Newsom is reportedly exploring new avenues for public communication, with a recent mention of a YouTube ad suggesting a shift in political outreach strategies. While the specifics remain somewhat opaque, a recent mention of a new ad involving California Governor Gavin Newsom and YouTube suggests a potential evolution in how political figures engage with the public. The brief note about Gavin Newsom doesn't get free TV. Rate this new YouTube up hints at a strategic utilization of the popular video platform for political messaging. Unlike traditional television advertising, which often involves significant costs and can be subject to broadcast regulations, YouTube offers a different landscape. It allows for more direct engagement with specific demographics, potentially lower production and distribution costs, and the ability to incorporate interactive elements. Governor Newsom, who has been active on social media platforms, may be looking to leverage YouTube's vast reach and diverse audience to convey his message more effectively. The phrasing, "doesn't get free TV," implies a contrast with traditional media access, possibly highlighting a deliberate choice to invest in digital platforms. YouTube's algorithm-driven nature also allows for targeted advertising, meaning messages can be delivered to specific groups of voters based on their viewing habits and interests. This could be a powerful tool for campaigns seeking to tailor their communication. Furthermore, the platform supports various content formats, from short, impactful ads to longer-form discussions or policy explanations, offering flexibility in how political narratives are presented. The call to rate this new YouTube up also suggests an emphasis on audience engagement and feedback, a hallmark of online content. This could indicate a desire to gauge public reaction in real time or to foster a more participatory form of political communication. As political campaigns increasingly rely on digital strategies, exploring platforms like YouTube is a logical step. It allows politicians to bypass traditional media gatekeepers and speak directly to constituents, building a personal brand and narrative. The success of such a strategy would depend on the content's quality, its targeting, and its ability to resonate with viewers. Whether this represents a significant shift in Newsom's communication strategy or a one-off experiment remains to be seen, but it points to the growing importance of video platforms in the political sphere. Audience impact. This move could signal a broader trend of politicians utilizing YouTube for direct communication and targeted messaging, influencing how voters receive political information. Will YouTube become the new frontier for political campaigning? That's all the buzz for today, but stick around for a quick recap of all the top stories. That was a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest stories shaping our digital world. We saw YouTube potentially following Netflix's lead on account sharing crackdowns, the intense competition, and surprising tactics in the latest YouTube creator rankings, Disney settling a major COPPA case over children's data, and a look at how politicians might be using YouTube for new forms of engagement. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this valuable. Subscribe to Google Trends Hub for more essential updates. Ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, and drop a comment below telling us which story you found most surprising. You can also follow us on all our social channels for even more content. We'll see you in the next one.